Well, for better or worse, I'm going to start this little tour around my garden. So you got a selfie. God, you're looking old, Dave. Anyway, moving on. Here we are. This is my workplace. This is where the magic happens. Now these succulents and cactus aren't as happy as they could be because they're on the patio outside of direct sun. And all I got to do is keep them basically happy and growing until the rainy season is over. And mostly they're doing really well. They're hanging on. The ones that are in the sun are happier. I'll show you some of them. There's my duck. That plant is only about 2 months old and it's tripled in size. My mixed bag. My turtle got a cactus and a succulent. Here we have, most of these have drain holes. If not, they're squished in to where they're not going to get as much sun. But like these happy campers just keep multiplying and they're getting lots of sun and they have drainage. My moss, hanging moss, came from the Chudies, Marianne Chudi. Here I got several fruit trees that are being encroached upon by the morning glory, but I cut them back enough so that the fruit is still developing. I got a ton now of milkweed. I let it just go. Someone warned me, hey, it might take over your garden. Well, I let it kind of do its thing. So I got about 5 spots now. And the monarchs love it. This is my Guatemala cherry. Not in fruit right now, but happy. My rose, another citrus. I don't know what this thing is. I bought it. It's growing. But I don't know what it is. These bushes that I'm pointing at now, I planted at about 2 foot tall. That one and that one. They're now 8, 9, 10, 12 foot tall. And they produce berries, flowers and berries that the butterflies and the birds like. It's an unusual plant. I don't know if you've ever seen one. I hadn't when I got it. More roses. More cactus. My hyacinth, whatever. I called it a water lily, and Annie Watson said, no, I think it's a hyacinth. Whatever, she was right. It's happy in that little kid's feeding, like a, I don't know what you call it, a feeding station. These cactus are happy. Here's a ton of my milkweed. I don't see any caterpillars right now, but there have been a lot of monarchs around. There's one. Thrive. Happy camper right now. Yeah, that's a monarch. Can I get him in screen? I don't know. Anyway, if you saw him, cool. If you didn't, I'll zoom back. This produces beautiful white flowers. I think they're the ones that you're not supposed to eat or inhale. Cactus. Got an avocado going. So happy. Guess what? It started as a seed, accidentally. That's how most of them get started, I think. This one's really happy. I'm going to have to put it in the ground. This is an interesting plant. Those drooping red and yellow blooms. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. My waterers for the birds. And if I keep it fresh, most likes to drink out of it. That and the toilet. He really prefers the toilet. More roses. Little single rose. Right there you are, buddy. Say hi. And this is a morning glory that's just grown and grown, and I let it grow. I planted that cactus. I found it on the street, and it was like 2 foot tall. So I said, I can make this grow, and I did. Now the morning glory is roosting all over it, and that's okay with me. I like that. I had a special little bowl. It was made by a well-known artist here in Antigua. Leonard made that bowl. And let's see, got the U.S. flag. Go Biden. Kamala. And I got the Guatemala flag. Gotta honor the country that's my host country too. But I gotta keep where I came from in mind. This is fun. I took 2 old tires and obviously turned them into planters. This one I like a lot, bromeliads. I gotta do some transplant. I planted 1 stalk of milkweed here, and I didn't see any monarchs chomping it down. It may be some other bug. These are pretty. They're planted kind of thick. The rooster in the background keeping an eye on them. But they're coming. They've been producing for the last 2 months. That time of year, I guess. This is where I used to have a lot of my succulents on this long table thing. But now there's so much rain and they don't have drain holes. The ones that are still on there had enough dirt and gravel at the bottom, and I pushed them back against the wall so they don't get quite as much rainwater, and so far so good. This one's saying, do something different with me. So yeah, he's got too much water. I'll figure out something to do with him. My pelican, boy, this thing was about 7 inches tall when I planted it in this bird, and it's now a giant. My worm farm, down in there, I add dirt and plenty of good eating materials, and boy are they growing. Bought them cheap. Guy brought me a bag, and I like this. I like this particular, the one in the middle. I don't know. I think that's an antique something that I got a hold of. I don't know what it is. It's like it's been beaten some, hammered. I don't know. That's a little cutie. I've only had him a couple weeks. Okay, that's pretty much. There's a hummingbird. I never get him. I don't know if you're spotting this hummingbird. He likes those hanging. They like those hanging yellow and red. Now that's the longest. Usually they zip in, sip, and zip off, and they dive bomb you. Anyway, that's an old chocolate. You pound the chocolate in it. There's the utensil for pounding. But it makes a good planter. My baby basket is doing well with philodendron, I think. My orchids will last, but I've killed off 4. I'll show you. These used to be orchids. No mas, no mas. This one has been around as long, and he's coming back with some new life. These are new, so I can't take any credit for how pretty they are, but they are pretty. They just don't last long enough. My other staghorn, my pile of cotton. The 2 cotton bushes, I haven't cut them back this year. I'm letting them go, and they keep producing. And I thought I was starting 1 plant, but as it looks like, I've got 2 new. Here they are. These I've checked leaves, compared leaves, and these are cotton tree, cotton bushes. I looked at the leaf, compared it to those over there. You can't see. Anyway, there, that's pretty. I've been waiting for an orange and purple, yellow and purple, and it finally opened on, and this is going to be the same. And I've got 3 or 4 more. The common one is the deep purple, which I've had a ton of coming out of this plant. Now there's none coming out right now, but it puts out huge. These don't get huge. They're going to be little, but they're a different color, and that's what I wanted. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. He's grown about 5 foot since I got here. This is the, what's it called? Cola de pesca. It's the tail of the fish, because if you look at it, it looks a little bit like a fish tail. And cola means tail. The old singing sewing machine is in shoes are getting overwhelmed by plants, and that's what I intended. One getting ready to be planted. Maybe that's where my cotton will go. I might do that. That'd be a good big one for the cotton bushes. I'd get 2 seasons out of that. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed the tour. I'll say goodbye and try to get this edited and uploaded, downloaded, whatever. Take care. Bye-bye.